Megan, would you please call the roll?
Regent Adams, Regent Atwell,
Here.
Regent Bogus. Here. Regent Brankus, Regent Cologne, Regent Goida.
Here.
Regent Jones, Regent Cruiser, Regent Manydeeds. You just connected, sir, Regent Manydeeds. Regent Peterson.
Here.
Regent Prince.
Present.
Regent Rye.
Here.
Regent Trainer.
Here.
Regent Tyler.
Here.
Regent Underley. Here. Regent Walsh. Here. And I'll go back to Regent Cologne.
Here. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Before we begin, are there any board members who wish to declare conflicts of interest with items on today's agenda? Regent Rye.
Yeah, in order to avoid any appearance of conflict, I will respectfully abstain from voting on agenda item 4.
Thank you. That includes discussing as well, as you know.
Yes,
Thank you,
Sorry.
Regent. Yes. Please recuse yourself from discussing voting on this item. Megan, please record Regent Rye's declaration of conflict and recusal in the minutes. All right, the first item on our agenda today comes to us from UW-Milwaukee, and I'll ask Chancellor Mone and his team to make their presentation.
Thank you, Regent President Walsh, and good afternoon, Regents. This work today is because we did not previously have a local policy for faculty layoffs in case of program discontinuation. As you all know, and was stated in the materials that went in advance, that regarding the Regent Policy Document 20-24, it does state that all UW system institutions shall submit their policies to the Board of Regents, blah, blah, blah. So we're following up on that. And we're the 7th university to do this. 6 previously have put forward their policies for you. So as you know, I'm presenting this today, this set of policies in the context of a coming program discontinuance proposal. To keep in mind, this is different from that proposal. This is simply bringing us up to speed for RPD 20-24, which is something that we must do. So the work that we're presenting is a request to look at the reviews for the policies for the long term and not one particular situation. The program discontinuance policy that will come forward, that is going to come to the board. That is something that first, though, has to go through our faculty, and we've got a number of different steps in line with it. So I'd ask that you save any specific questions about what's happening with the College of General Studies for the review of that proposal, which we haven't even issued yet. So this is just separate. This is getting our policies lined up per Regent Policy Directive 2024. In that context, we brought these policies, what's in front of you today, we brought these forward to our university committee, and we brought them to the faculty senate. They went through our faculty codification committee. So these have all been unanimously passed at those levels. I'm sorry, they were unanimously passed at the university committee and the faculty codification. Then the faculty senate approved them on April 18th. So this is something that per our procedures has been approved by the different levels of faculty governance. Their focus, just if you wanted to know, was on the long term and not on the specific situation that's in front of us. And if I may speak for the faculty senate, having been there and presiding over it, it was very important for them to be able to define their role and the upcoming procedures that may be following. So that was something that was within their discretion, that was consistent with Regent Policy 2024. So the areas that the faculty raised questions about were which faculty committee should review the program discontinuance proposal wherever that may occur on campus. How would you determine seniority? How would they determine seniority? And how would administration? And which faculty committee acts as a hearing body if there are any appeals for layoff decisions? So those were the 3 areas that questions were raised around. The Faculty Senate did include requirement that they vote on the designated faculty committee's recommendation. It is only advisory per RPD 2024, but they wanted a more formal mechanism to express their view. So we're grateful for the work that's been done by the University Committee and the Faculty Senate for their cooperation in this process and their leadership in helping us develop these policies, especially in our current context. The Universities of Wisconsin Office of General Counsel and the Office of Academic Affairs at System have reviewed these policies as well. So we're here to request that the board approve them. And I do have with me Provost Andrew Dare and our Chief Legal Counsel, Jolie Erden, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
And does that conclude your presentation, Chancellor Mone?
That does. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Before we discuss, may I have a motion to adopt Resolution 3?
So moved, Rye.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay.
Okay, questions for the UWM team? I'm not seeing any. Okay, anything anybody on the UWM team wants to add before we vote? Okay, I think we're good to go then. All in favor of Resolution 3, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. The motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'll ask Alex Rowe, Senior Associate Vice President for Capital Planning and Budget, to present our second item today. Alex?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So as part of ongoing developments with the university and the Mayo Clinic, in tandem with the development of the new Health Sciences building, which is going to replace the outdated and obsolete Phillips Science building, the university entered into a partnership with the Mayo Clinic. This partnership provides for hands-on, side-by-side research collaboration with faculty and staff to advance projects and for foster high-impact practices for student development. This financial commitment of $13.7 million manifests itself as a 30-year base lease for space within the new building. There are 2 10-year renewals and the dollar commitment, and given both the dollar commitment and the timeline, Regent approval is required. As an aside, good news, the DOA opened bids on our building a couple weeks ago, and we are under budget. So Chancellor can actually smile now in relief. So before you is now, of course, the lease to enter in with Mayo. And this is unusual because we are leasing to them. They are not leasing to us. We are not paying this commitment. They are paying this commitment to us. These dollars will be transferred directly to the Department of Administration in a payment plan that we have worked out with them, which starts here in a couple weeks. That's all I have really to report on this lease.
Chancellor, you are on this call. Is there anything that you wanted to add for the benefit of the board?
I think Alex did a great job. This certainly has been discussed for the last 6 years. And this is about them starting to turn over the dollars so that we can break ground in June on our new building. So we're very excited about the agreement. I want to give a shout out to Alex and her team, as well as the system legal staff who are helping to work through. As you might imagine, we have a little bureaucracy on our side, and Mayo's got a lot of bureaucracy on their side to come to agreement on everything. So thank you.
Proceed, Chancellor Schmidt. I'm not sure I know. Thank you so much. Before we discuss, may I have a motion to adopt Resolution 4?
So moved.
Thank you,
Second.
Regent August, and a second from Regent Prince. Any questions for the Eau Claire team, Alex Rowe, or any discussion? Okay, I'm not seeing any. All in favor of Resolution 4, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? And the motion carries. Very good. Thank you, everyone. That concludes our business for today. We appreciate you taking the time out and putting it on our schedule. And I hope you all have a great evening.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.